10 minutes or so. Let's double check. Yeah, we got unemployment in 6 minutes. We going to recover the London wick? Or what? All right, let's just switch to the monitor for the game. Five minutes. Yo. We got what? That's cool. Guitar is always fun. That's cool. I'll eventually circle back to music. My brain power is being taken by trying to think about breaking free and starting a new business by the end of next year or the start of April next year. So I'm trying to devote less brain power to other stuff, but yeah, so you're living the dream life right now. Other than, yep. Where the fuck am I going? Oh yeah. Thanks for sharing it, by the way. Yep. Got 2 minutes on the clock. There was like a large seller that entered pre-market London, like a 400 lot at the 35s. So I'm suspecting that it's gonna go up off of them, but we'll see. It already did with the, you know, sub 25k bounce afterwards, but you may not feel tempted to go through it just yet. I can't find where I'm supposed to go in this. We'll just wait for the news to stop. Less than a minute. And here we go. Yeah, same. I'm actually in one, but I took the risk off because I don't want to be... Ooh, I'm up. I'm actually in a visible Bulinox one, just trailing it. If it pulls back to 50, I'm out just for, I don't want to be like shaken early on. Yeah. 150 bucks, whatever. Oh no. Oh no. Not like this. It's like the name's Bottom. Rear bottom. Yeah, I got taken out. Yeah, I got 150. I had like, it's like the update gods are cursing me, I swear, because I like ATAS wanted me to update for Windows, and I was like, oh no, not another one. And then I updated, and then it won't load on Parallels now. But I have the ATAS X for Mac beta, so I'm doing that, but they don't allow indicators that are custom, so I can't load your stuff on there, so it's kind of annoying, but it's yeah, that's true. I just it wasn't broke, and they broke it. It's like, why do they gotta update it so much? I don't need any change. I re-entered, but we'll see. I'm just at the bottom of the wick. If it sweeps the wick at 17, I'm gonna lose some money on this, but we'll see. Yeah, there isn't really any volume in here other than that 35 level, like 400 lot from London, but yeah, it's probably wiser to... Basically. Stopped.
Clive, there's something I need you to know. I saw the Patriarch do things no one should have to see. And so I swore that he would die by my hand.
I understand. I faced my demons.
Okay. Yes. Thursday. What's a Zell? It's like a Venmo type thing, but you can't go back on it. That's cool. It's better than the other story you had where the woman was all like, you know, demanding. She doesn't mind if they're trimmed or whatever. Ah, I see. You were talking about that one that would have been awesome if you didn't. The best of the best. Better than all the rest. There is a 500 lot spoofer below price action on ES at 68.04. Quite a ways. Oh, sorry, 68.05. Quite a ways away, but it started to appear about 30 minutes ago. Like a carrot on a stick that tries to drive price action. They like put the limit order above or below the price action in a attempt to call the bluff of the buyers or the sellers. They generally like place it in the opposite way they want it to go. So in this case, it's below ES, so they want to demand it to go up. It's like in poker, you like raise the person, and if they can't go down to get you, then it's like a sign of weakness. So then it goes the way they want, kind of. Okay, I re-longed and I'm locking in what I lost in the stop loss. So if it comes back to 21, I'm out. And it's basically making up for the loss that I had. But if it comes back in the value area low, it could go pretty nice. But we're just scalping on a Buell Ox. I'm not trying to take any damage on anything significant. Out. Well, it broke. It put me at break even for today. For that, I have to get my read locked in before I like start dusting off the other stuff. Is Caveman still peeing out of his butthole, as he put it? Yeah, that's terrible. There was some bad food poisoning moments where it was just coming out of both ends at the same time, and I was in the shower because it was like, oh, like I had to pick. I just remember that time I was like laying in the shower thinking I was gonna die because I was like, it was just coming. Well, it wasn't solid because it was, so it was like as I was doing it, I felt like I was gonna throw up, so I just took off all my clothes and went in the shower. It was like at that point I was throwing up bile, so it wasn't really like chunks of anything. Yeah, that was a pretty bad. I remember that. It was like undercooked, like chicken or something. I went to this like party and then I narrowed it down to when I started to feel bad, and I was like, it had to be this. Yeah. Well, if you the amount like as you sit there like questioning your life, you're like going through everything like what could it have been? Yeah, and the the neocortex is just like on the outer edge of the brain, and the deeper you go, the less we understand. So it's like you get into the like amygdala and all these like deeper parts of the brain that are really primal. It's like we know what function they do, but we don't know how to tap into that and read what it's, trying to say. There's this thing where I'll try to find the video where it's like you are two, and there was this person who had their brain separated in halves, and then the two halves of their even their eyes, when they put a partition between them. Both sides of the brains were talking and saying different things. Here, let me find it. There's someone else. It's like, this is really cool. For epilepsy, they separated the brain into two halves, and then after they do that, people like had different personalities because the brains weren't communicating to one another, the two sides. So they did all these tests on people who had that happen, and they could show like a sign, like the left side says pass this to the right side in text, and then the right side says like why did you get this card, and then it will say something totally random because it's not knowing what the left side saw. So it'll say, oh, that's because I wanted the card, and it's like, really? But it's just they don't see what the left side saw. It's like there's two different people in their brain. That's cool. That's crazy. Go down. Do they Did they blindfold you and like plug your ears, or did they allow you to heighten your other senses? Right. So how do you heighten the awareness to be able to dodge it? See, right. Makes sense. Japan is all about reading the atmosphere, and after you live here long enough, you can kind of tap into that mood, if you will. Like they call it, I guess the only word in English is like comportment, like how do you comport yourself? How do you give your presence off to the world? Like they even have two words for like how you display yourself and then what your real intent is, because like how they are perceived is what, like they master that craft of how they're perceived versus what they actually think, and then people read between the lines of those two because everyone knows, like, game theory wise, like they're all doing that, so everyone's kind of like, you know, gaming each other mentally, so they're all aware that you're aware that they're aware, kind of. It's like, it's this like, you know, I see you and raise you and see you and raise you. It's to the ninth degree. But that's why it's kind of funny, because I've become like, what's the word, like more proud of being American as I live here for like 2 decades, because I can just say it straight and not give a shit what the consequence is, because they overthink it. So it's like, all right, well, I'm just gonna say this because I don't care what the consequence is. So I'll just tell people you're dumb if you're dumb or whatever. Like, I don't, you know, spice it up in some nice words as much anymore. I used to try to be like Japanese in that regard, but then I'm like, why am I trying to like do something that's not me? It's inauthentic. So I revel in authenticity now for that part, because the duplicitous nature of them is annoying sometimes. Mm-hmm. I'm on a little light micro short here from 25.29, trailing it as we go. I'm not trying to get back anything. This is in a top step. Yeah, they call it like ura and omote. Like, you probably hear it in like martial arts too, like the back, ura, and then omote, the front. But they call it in personality terms and how you comport yourself, like honne and tatemae. And honne is like your real instinct or your real feeling. And then tatemae is like, tate is like stand up or in front, like tatemono is building. And then tatemae is in front, so it's like the thing you put in front. So the thing you put in front is different from the feeling you have. And everyone in the culture knows this, so everyone does it. So they're super like image conscious and aware that other people are perceiving and judging them, and so they try to give the best image they can forward. It's this weird kind of like image game they play. I mean, it's a cool culture, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining about it, but it's like, it gets boring after like 20 years of it. You're just like, come on, guys, just say what you mean and mean what you say. It's not that hard. The reading between the lines just gets tiresome, so that's why sometimes I just use my American, like, get out of jail free card, and I'm just like, this is what I think. Damn, short's paying. I'm trailing it at 2998. I'm 605 from the trailing. Currently 800. Damn. It was basically a mini 10 micros because I added on it. Trail in this is going to be 770 if it comes up to 990 and kicks me out. This will qualify another payout for that account. Alright. Took it. Now we got one more of that. And the hourly close in 10 seconds or so. Got 30 minutes on the day. Open. They got some funny names. Is it Sticky Socks or Stinky Socks? Oh. Yeah, makes sense. That's what I was thinking. That smile makes it all the more wonderful. It's amazing how many people like archive stuff though, so that's how much of an impact you had even when you deleted it. I think everyone in this life is just looking for certainty, you know. They want somebody that's like certain of something, and then the things you talk about, in some sense, you have this like air of certainty that, you know, and probably gives you a good read when you do tarot as well. It's like you just say it straight in some way, shape, or form, and then people just want to hear that. They don't want to hear the used car salesman. They're tired of all that, you know? That's funny. Ooh, yeah. Or you probably have like a high liquid intelligence or IQ, you know, you can like take the bits and like there's two types. You have crystal and liquid, or fluid. Your fluid is like how you can abstract out solutions quickly. You can consolidate information. It's just like you excrete fluid intelligence all over. A 381 spoofer above price action on ES at 68.55. Looks like they're gonna move it as it comes up. They try to put 40 lots down lower to like entice us to try to come get it another trip. It's interesting to watch them do their thing with their little ladder games. Nice. Yo, 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 trader dude, what's up? All right, man. Catch you hopefully before I go. Nice. Have fun. If we come back above the 25K region, we could be seeing some acceptance of these buyers I have circled here at 997 and 985. We'll see. There's a lot of interesting rejection wicks on the 1,000 tick to the upside, but that could be a telegraph to entice some shorts, but we'll see. We will see, indeed. We got that spoofer on ES at 68.55, 491. They're adding 512. It's not executed. That's why it's a spoofer. We'll see if they change it if it comes up to them. You also have one at 68.05 down below that's kind of been there since an hour ago. Boom, 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 boom. Do we come back into value area low? Value area low at 25.22. So just gonna play this idiot box until open. Are we breaking above them wicks? Them wicks, them wicks, them upside wicks. Spoofer's still there, 68.55 and 68.05. Laddered between two 500 lots. Which 500 lot will it be? Just back in idiot box zone. Yo, what's up, everyone? How's everyone doing? So, as I was saying in the pre-market, there was some sellers back here. In London session, there was a 200 lot seller at 25.40 and 25.35 as we pushed down. It's back here. Wait, no, it was back here. Yeah. And then we kind of double tapped the bottom where we're at, and then we pushed out. That could have been the squeeze on those guys, and then it's back to sell off. I don't know. There's another 100 lot at like 25K even on the way down, and 89 lot at 24,980. So negative 2K-ish in sell side aggression, and we haven't broken the lows just yet. So we got a few buyers interested in this region here. That's what we circled here at 997 and 985. Do we get some acceptance of the buyers, or are they going to absorb them to retest the sweep of the low? There's a lot of resting orders accumulating on 6835 region on ES. You got a 200 lot just below price action on NQ. Where is that? Looks like it's just where we stopped at. $24,980. $24,980. Somebody just entered a 48 lots short. How does it jitter away from this guy? Let's see. Accept or deny. Reward or punish. Ooh, they just hit that 200 lot seller at 980. That's a decent size person. Another 200 at 960. You got a 700 lot above price action on ES at 68.55 now. Coming above that 200 lot at 980, is it sustainable or a big FU to continue? Doom, 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 We got 5-minute jitters coming up soon. Yo, what's up, Woke? Boom, boom, boom. Be right back. All right, back. 30 seconds or so. How's everyone doing? Hopefully good. So we got a little bit of resting orders on 6860, the other static player at 6805. The spoofer's gone on ES. We'll see what happens. 20 seconds. Here we go. Yo! Long time no see. Nice buy off the beginning there. Oh, that's too bad. Oh, wow. Jittery. Mm-hmm. We hit a 200 lot on the way up at 25.30. Is that sustainable, or are we going to absorb them? That is the question. So far, accepting the buyer. Recovering all of the negative delta here. So there's break even on the day. Oh, nice. What is the profit target the same? Yeah. So it trades just slightly different then. But they, yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Nice. We had a 248 buyer at 25.1 and 140 seller at 25.88. So we'll see. You're good. Yeah. Damn. Oh shit, it took that long. I'm trailing though. Out. Is there some news? Because we just got some DOM jitters. Okay, that was just for a split second then. Okay. Damn. It's good. We hit like a 200 lot seller on that jitter down at 2560. Another 100 lot seller at 2550. Sellers in control until otherwise, holding those sellers in contempt. But now coming against them at 25.60. Unless it could maintain, it's just a FU, but I took that long getting fucking paid. Holy shit. Okay. I am paid off on those top step right there. That was good. On that punishment of the seller, here is the other account. Shit. Cheat. We got settlement at 128. We previously rejected off of that, so could go back to settlement. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can't OD on psychedelics, but you can definitely go insane. Yeah, I took it at the top. I was just like, yep, good enough for me. I got the 40% consistency thing, so I don't really want, like, you know, consistency problems. That 500 lot at 68.05 on ES has just been there since London. Like, they have zero interest in moving that. We're going to clear these swept buyers from the top up, or like it looks like we're going to go higher. I'll take the low-hanging fruit. Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on, hit the target. There we go. Stop at break even. And we hit some buyer on the way up. What was that amount? 60? Not that much. Not that much. So we're back at settlement. So we could be just playing settlement games. Looks like it could be a bounce off of it. Just gonna hit my break even. Hit my broke even. Same break even on the runner. I got 70 ticks on the one. Do 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 do. We're still break even on the delta for the day. We had previously negative 2K in delta, but now it's all break even. Nope. Inside the range, maybe. If you're playing range plays, like see profit, take profit kind of thing. Take the burst and move on. I took the acceptance of settlement. We'll see if it pays. Well, I don't know. Yeah. No, I'm long. Okay. That was... We just hit 114 lot on at 150. My stop's at break even, so it'll do... Oh, it hit me. My trader bait's still lagging for some reason. Like when I hit the button, my sim is negative, but thankfully the execution on Apex is on point. It's just like, for whatever reason, the price action is behind. Nice. That was my one thing where I raised an eyebrow, where I was like, wait, they never capped payouts before. Not gonna get there. Yeah, well, there's the whole 90-90-90 rule. Like 90% of traders lose 90% of their money in 90 days. So there's that. So yeah, can't complain there. But they let you cycle up then? Like recycle? Or did they say you're like at the casino, like for a card counter, they're like, you're too good, man, get out. We'll just take the money. Yeah. Come get some. A witness. Can I get a witness? We just hit like 400 contract buyer at 25.2. Most likely liquidated short. Yeah, let's go, man. How do I get this ATAS on my parallels working again? Maybe I'll just buy the update for parallels. What's the update? Learn more. Okay, upgrade for 4,000 yen. I might do that. Is it a year? Wait, it's per year. I don't want per year. The fuck does that mean? I see. The one-time purchases. Desktop 26. So what? Desktop 18. The fuck is the difference? I'll deal with it after the stream. Okay. Well, we managed to be up on all the accounts, so that's the good news for today. On all the accounts. We got a 209 buyer at 25,180 as we went down. Unless he knows something we don't, it looks like that guy could get absorbed for a retest of some lows. Because we hit a 400 buyer at 200 as we liquidated a target, most likely. So this could be, you know, trying to test some sell side at this time. If I wasn't already up, I'd take that absorption play. Absorption bubble. Mm-mm-mm. Do I just want to do that? Yeah, I'll just do that. We'll just do it. Get the parallels. What? I already have it. I'm just upgrading to see if that does something. It's only like $50 or $30 because the dollar is stronger than the yen. I haven't looked. I got that M5 iPad Pro. That was nice. I use that every day. Okay. And go. Okay, so we quit Parallels Desktop and then we're going to open that up and install it. Open. Hopefully it doesn't erase everything or I'm going to be pissed. There's the buyer absorption. Hopefully somebody got paid. I am going to end the stream here, so stay frugal, stay positive, stay blessed, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Let's do giveaway tomorrow, so hit that like, leave a comment, and we'll see you tomorrow.